Hukum a nose in front from Westover, and Hukum wins.
And they're off, racing away down the hill towards the first of 17 fences in this 2 mile 5 furlong Grade 1 Betfair Ascot Chase. I Right and Pic Dory sure to make this a good test. They rose in front together there with Fakir Duderi on the outside of First Flow. Miller's Bank on the inside. Shishkin held onto by Nico de Boinville. The back four racing together actually behind the two leaders as they take the bottom turn. So I Right, the Scottish Raider, is the one that takes them up towards the far side with Pic Dory just over a length down in second, and the other four runners in a bit of a clutch behind them. First Flow in the black and green colours, the noseman maybe just showing third ahead of Miller's Bank, Shishkin, who jumped that beautifully, and Fakir Duderi, the defending champion. JJ Slevin in the saddle today as they cross over the next and move up now towards their first open ditch of the contest. I Right and Ryan Mania from Pic Dory, Harry Cobden on the outside, behind them on the rail then Miller's Bank, Johnny Burke. First Flow is still taking a little bit of a keen hold in this early part of the race. Shishkin on his outside together with Fakir Duderi. So far they're all jumping beautifully as they turn in to the home straight for the first time here. Only 3 lengths would cover them as they come up towards us now. I Right on the inside. On the outside of him is Pic Dory, who's been in fantastic form so far this season. As they come to the first in the home straight, I Right got in tight there. Oh, and we've lost one. First Flow is unseated. David Bass at fence number 6. Got it all wrong. What a pity. First Flow, he's continuing riderless, and Dave is just about to get to his feet. So we're down to 5. There was a mistake there by Miller's Bank at that fence. Not one of his more fluent jumps, that's for sure. So as they come up towards us, it's Pic Dory the leader by about half a length to I Right. Shishkin moves up into third. He's about 2 lengths clear of Fakir Duderi on the outside of Miller's Bank. And the loose horse First Flow pursuing them. Yeah, Dave Bass has just walked off the course, which is good news. So the runners racing then towards the final 1.5 miles of the contest. Pic Dory now moving ahead of I Right. Shishkin, who's been impressing so far as they go towards the first down the far side. Fakir Duderi 2 lengths behind Shishkin, with on the inside Miller's Bank. Harry Cobden setting his stall out here now. He's having taken up the running on Pic Dory. Jumped it well. Shishkin's jumping so far has been absolutely tip-top, exemplary as they move down the hill on towards the 10th fence. Another open ditch. I Right still clinging on to the 2 leaders. Fakir Duderi keeping wide there for JJ Slevin, and then Miller's Bank just struggling to go the pace it would seem, and he got in tight there as well. Down they go to the final fence on the far side at number 11. Pic Dory the leader. Shishkin though not allowing him too much slack. He's up to within half a length of him, even alongside him there as they took that. Nico's travelling strongly. Behind them the other 3, Miller's Bank, I Right and Fakir Duderi is just biding his time at this moment as they move down inside the final mile of the contest now. Promises to be a crackerjack of a finish, this one. Pic Dory the leader. Shishkin moving sweetly in second. Now Fakir Duderi moves up on the outside of I Right, and Miller's Bank in there pitching on the inside. They've got 4 fences up this side of the course to take here. Pic Dory, ears pricked over the next. Shishkin chasing him in second place. And these two have opened up now by a couple of lengths then to Fakir Duderi, I Right and Miller's Bank. Here's the next there, and Pic Dory put down at it, but he got away with it okay. They've got 4 more fences left to take. The open ditch is next, and Shishkin is looming up on the outside of Pic Dory. Fakir Duderi is now beginning to think about closing on them. Just a shake of the reins there from JJ. Back in fourth, I Right. Miller's Bank is beaten. They're up towards the the last fence on this part of the course. Pic Dory and Shishkin rose at it together. They're locked together, and they've all of a sudden kicked about 5 clear of Fakir Duderi as they race up towards the home straight here. Pic Dory and Shishkin look as though they're going to fight it out perhaps. 2 fences left to go, but Fakir Duderi is a battler and he's trying to come back at them. They're coming up to the second last here in the Betfair Ascot Chase. Shishkin on the near side from Pictori, together in the air. Shishkin just in front, back into Derry, made a mistake. 6 lengths to find. Now they come down towards the final fence, and Shishkin, who's been travelling like a dream throughout so far, is beginning to open up. Here's the final fence. Shishkin over it safely, up by about 6-7 lengths, and he's beginning to draw clear in the closing stages. And this is the Shishkin we know and love. The real Shishkin is back with a vengeance to win the Betfair Ascot Chase for Nico de Boinville, who salutes the crowd, and Nicky Henderson. Pictori well beaten off. So too Fakir Duderi, I Right and Miller's Bank 4th and 5th.
Now they're off. Away they go for this King George V handicap, and Land Legend wasn't particularly well away. Sisyphus Strength quickly into stride, and the noseband on the outside. Going forward, Mr. Mistopheles with Wonder Legend and Struth in yellow sleeves, and up to the inside is Perfuse in the pink cap running down the hill. Out wide then is Davideo in the silver silks with the claret cap. They're chased by Tagabawa and also by Burglar, Valiant King in a claret jacket. Cracovia pushed along on the inside. Double March is further back in the field from Inquiring Minds and Graceful Storm. Bertinelli in the purple jacket towards the rear, with also Desert Hero on his heels, followed by Cloudbreaker, Lieber Power, Duke of Oxford, and Land Legend slow to stride is last as Davideo takes up the running going into Swinley Bottom. Davideo and Ross Orion seeking a double on this third day at Royal Ascot leads by a length and a half to Sisyphus Strength and Mr. Mistopheles, tracked by Wonder Legend on the outside of Struth, back in 5th place, yellow sleeves on the inside. Then Perfuse in the pink cap from Tagabauer, and the pace is well and truly on as they make the climb back towards home. Back in the field then is Burglar. Behind Burglar then is Double March. Further back in the field, Graceful Storm, the greys towards the inside. But it's Davideo that leads the way as they head now towards the final half mile. And Davideo, Mr. Mistopheles, Wonder Legend is stalking them on the outside. Back on the inside then to Sisyphus Strength. Perfuse still going well. Struth angling a little off the fence, followed by Cracovia. Then Burglar just behind Tagabauer. Back in the field to Valiant King, and then under a little bit of pressure, Bertinelli. Graceful Storm, Desert Hero, Inquiring Minds making some ground round the outside is Cloudbreaker. Inside the final 3 furlongs, Duke of Oxford and Land Legend at the rear of the field. A very open looking race, but Wonder Legend has come through to lead and is committed by Dan Muscat, but Perfuse is quick to challenge, and so too Tagabawa, and then Burglar's running on with Bertinelli, and on the outside Cloudbreaker. Perfuse now leads. Perfuse from Tagabawa. Valiant King in behind is staying on well. Down the near side Cloudbreaker, also Bertinelli in the purple cap, and Desert Hero coming through in the royal colours. They race up towards the line. Desert Hero squeezing through between Valiant King and Bertinelli. It's going to be close. Desert Hero for the King on the near side of Valiant King.
Set, and they're off for the Gold Cup. 2.5 miles, and through the very early stages, Subjectivist in the bright green jacket is one of the first ones to show, together with Emily Dickinson in the dark blue. And over toward the running rail, that is Lone Eagle, who also has a prominent role early. They're being followed through by Broom towards the outside in the grey and white check. The dark blue sleeves and cap with the noseband is Coltrane. Against the running rail in the red is Wise Eagle. Then the nose-banded head of Nate the Great. To his inside is the mare Echoes in Rain. Another length away to Eldar Eldarov in the yellow and black stripes. Courage Mon Ami is towards the inside of Eldar Eldarov. Second to last is Big Call, and sitting chilly at the back of the field is Jabir, fully 10 to 12 lengths behind the leader. And that leader is the winner from 2 years ago, Subjectivist, who shows the way up the home straight the first time and leads by a length and a half to Lone Eagle, who's racing in second. Then Emily Dickinson back in third. Broom is in fourth. Wise Eagle next to the inside of Coltrane. Echoes in Rain, the green and red silks, together with Nate the Great, the orange cap. Courage Mon Ami is racing alongside Eldar Eldarov. Big Call is second to last, and Yabir is the back marker. And they have a circuit to go in the Gold Cup. They're being led by Subjectivist. He leads by 2 lengths to Lone Eagle racing in second. They've developed a bit of a gap on the others now, probably about 4 lengths in to Emily Dickinson, who's racing back in third. Broome is in fourth as they begin to head down the side of the course. Wise Eagle is behind Broome and racing back in fifth place. Coltrane is next. Behind Coltrane is Echoes in Rain, then Nate the Great and Eldar Eldarov, followed by Courage Mon Ami. Big Call is second to last, and Yabir is still the back marker. Inside the final mile and 3 furlongs, and it's Subjectivist. He goes along out in front. He leads by the best part of 2.5 lengths to Lone Eagle, who's racing in second. Emily Dickinson, she's back in third. Then came Broome in fourth from Wise Eagle, only a half a length that away to Coltrane. Behind Coltrane to the inside, Echoes in Rain. Then Nate the Great and Courage Mon Ami from Eldar Eldarov, and Big Call is still second to last. Yabir is the back marker. Right over on the far side of the track, they're about to go inside the final 9 furlongs, and it's Subjectivist who still gallops along out in front. He leads the way from Lone Eagle in second, Emily Dickinson in a share for third with stable companion Broome. Then came Wise Eagle racing to the inside of Coltrane. Those are the next two. Echoes in Rain still pitched up against the inside running rail in front of Nate the Great, Courage Mon Ami and Eldar Eldarov. Big Call still at the back there with Yabir as they now begin to head towards the final 3 parts of a mile. And as they do so, it is Subjectivist who still has the front running roll in front by a good 2.5 lengths at this stage to Lone Eagle in second. Emily Dickinson is back in third. Then a further 1 length away to Broome in fourth. Wise Eagle is handily positioned in fifth. Behind Wise Eagle then is Coltrane. Behind Coltrane is Courage Mon Ami. And then came Nate the Great and Eldar Eldarov is trying to make some ground now. Echoes in Rain towards the inside of him, and then Courage Mon Ami. Big Call and no move yet from Yabir. The field begin to stack up as they make their way inside the final half a mile. Subjectivist with Lone Eagle very much on his quarters now to the outside. Pushed along in third is Emily Dickinson. Coltrane is in fourth now. Nate the Great's under pressure. Wise Eagle is losing ground, and they're about to turn towards home, and it's Lone Eagle who's come through to pick it up under Rossa Ryan. Subjectivist now under pressure. Coltrane with a nosepad, every chance, and Emily Dickinson. Echoes in Rain in the green trying to get going. Courage Mon Ami is also staying on, looking to angle between rivals as Coltrane has now gone on from Lone Eagle. Here comes Frankie on Courage Mon Ami though, building up a big looking effort. They go inside the last now. Courage Mon Ami draws on turns with Coltrane. Courage Mon Ami and Coltrane will battle out the Gold Cup. Coltrane coming back for more on the inside. Courage Mon Ami though, under Frankie, just proving the stronger on the run for the line. And Courage Mon Ami under Frankie has won the Gold Cup. From Coltrane, then Subjectivist and Emily Dickinson, clear from Nate the Great. Then Yabir, Echoes in Rain and Eldar Eldarov.
Standing by, and they're off. And Pile Driver jumped out very smartly, but Bolshoi Ballet is going to go forward as they begin their first furlong, and also Point Lonsdale. So 2 of the O'Brien runners are first and second, Point Lonsdale and Bolshoi Ballet. Pile Driver back in third, Luxembourg, another one for Team O'Brien in fourth on the inside, a couple of lengths to Hukum and King of Steel. Then Emily Upjohn and Deauville Legend and Westover and August Rodan from a wide draw is still towards the outside under Ryan Moore as they continue on their journey down to Swinley Bottom. Point Lonsdale, Bolshoi Ballet is second. Pile Driver, last year's winner, Red Cap in third. On the inside, Luxembourg. Westover is out wide in the pink cap, tracked out wide by August Rodan just inside those Hukum in the blue and white jacket. Then King of Steel right round the inside, second last Emily Upjohn, and finally Deauville Legend. Swinging right-handed at the lowest part of the course and approaching the 7 furlong marker, and it's Point Lonsdale with a neck advantage over Bolshoi Ballet, a length and a half further back to Pile Driver. Then Luxembourg on the inside, Westover back in 5th, in 6th is Hukum, and then King of Steel, followed by August Rodan and Emily Upjohn, and Deauville Legend is the back marker, and about 8 or 9 off the pace. They pass the 6 and racing on towards the 5, and it's Point Lonsdale just the leader to Bolshoi Ballet. They're nearly matching stride, and now they're really pressing on. Westover's on the outside of Pile Driver. Luxembourg's in the slipstream of his 2 stable companions. August Rodan towards the outside, just being niggled a bit by Ryan Moore to improve now, very deep on the course. Hukum's got plenty of cover. Emily Upjohn is making some ground, and King of Steel right round the inside from Deauville Legend. August Rodan is dropping right out of it, out the back of the picture as they swing for home. And up ahead, Point Lonsdale with Bolshoi Ballet. Luxembourg
getting a dream run round the inside. Pile Driver swinging wide, peeling wider Westover. Then Hukum, King of Steel looking for a run on the far side and now getting through between Luxembourg and Pile Driver as Westover launches a challenge. It's Westover that goes on. Hukum down the outside and the 3-year-old King of Steel. Westover just wobbling a little in front. King of Steel far side. Hukum on the near side. Westover and Hukum, the older horses, fighting it out inside the final furlong. And it's Hukum that's just in front. Westover is fighting back. They race up towards the line. Hukum and nose in front from Westover. And Hukum wins. Hukum wins the King George.
Olivier Pellier coming to take them along again. Wootton Sun and Holly Doyle, the grey cap Handy in second. On the outside, Layakel and João Moreira at the yellow hat. They're being followed by Knowlton Cross and Hayley Turner. Thorhammer Hansen and Max Mayhem on the inside of that. Pace looks reasonable. They're being followed by Kitsune Power and Kazuo Yokoyama on the outer of Luke Morris and the best turned out winner Anderleep. The back three, Scampi and Safi Osborne in advance of Frankie Dettori and Pride of Priory, who is on the inner of Declan McDonough and Dark Jedi. As it is, Youthful King, two-time winner at Windsor this summer, and striding on has gone 3 or 4 lengths clear as they head towards Swinley Bottom and come to the end of their first 4 furlongs. And Youthful King is just running away a little bit here, has opened up by 6 or 7 to Wootton Sun in second place, the Old Newton Cup winner, being followed by Knowlton Cross. On the outside still is continues to lead, but the margin is down to about 3 now, with Wootton Sun in second. Layakel has seen plenty of daylight on the outside and is being followed by Knowlton Cross, and then Max Mayhem just nudged along on the inside. Then Kitsune Power, Luke Morris getting to work on Anderleep, and then Scampi, Frankie shaking the reins at Pride of Priory, and Dark Jedi at the back. So Youthful King's lead drastically reduced here, running towards the 3. In second position is Wootton Sun, poised to mount a challenge. Holly Doyle again, Knowlton Cross, Layakel is driven on the outside, then Max Mayhem. Youthful King trying to keep up the gallop here, running down towards the 2, but Wootton Sun is ready to take him, and Wootton Sun goes into the lead, and it's Holly Doyle again. Down the outside, Scampi is staying on powerfully under Safi Osborne to mount quite a significant threat here, as he looks very tired now, Wootton Sun, and Scampi, his old rival, comes to join him. A furlong to go, Holly and Safi, the near side, Scampi getting to the leader, Wootton Sun, who rallies on the inside. Very little to choose between them here. The near side is Scampi, on the inside is Wootton Sun. It's close.
They're off. Via Sestina gave a little jump, leaving the stalls, was going to be dropped in from a wide draw. Baybridge going forward with Royal Rhyme, and then Point Lonsdale, who's cajoled along on the inside, and My Prospero coming through strongly in the blinkers for the first time. So quite a bit of competition for the early lead. Point Lonsdale round the inside of My Prospero, Royal Rhyme, and then 2 or 3 lengths to Baybridge. And they're followed by Horizon d'Or, who's a rather keen, the French challenger on the outside of Dubai Honor, Via Sestina, and Frankie's at the back on King of Steel. Heading right-handed at Swinley Bottom, and My Prospero just to the outside of Point Lonsdale. My Prospero leading under Tom Marcon, Point Lonsdale second, Royal Rhyme is third, then Baybridge close up in fourth on the outside of Dubai Honor. Horizon d'Or has settled a bit better now behind these, followed by King of Steel, and they head up the hill towards the final 5 furlongs. Via Sestina still towards the back with King of Steel, and maybe the pace just slowing down a little bit, sensibly so perhaps. My Prospero by a half length to Royal Rhyme. Point Lonsdale, Baybridge in a good position to try and double up from last year. Then Dubai Honor, Horizon d'Or, Via Sestina's on the outside in the pink sleeves. King of Steel and Frankie Dettori at the back of the field as they race on now towards the final 3 furlongs in the home turn. And it's My Prospero by a length to Royal Rhyme. Baybridge going up into third on the outside of Point Lonsdale. Then Horizon d'Or via Sestina is circling the field from Dubai Honor, and King of Steel now being pushed along down the run towards the finish, and Royal Rhyme looming up on the outside of My Prospero. Here comes Horizon d'Or with Via Sestina. Baybridge flattening out. Point Lonsdale. King of Steel is staying on from the back. Still got a bit to find though, and it's Via Sestina, the mare, who comes through to lead from Horizon d'Or. King of Steel is trying to reach them inside the final furlong. Via Sestina, here comes King of Steel under Frankie Dodori on the near side. Via Sestina by a half length. It's a neck, it's a head, and King of Steel, he gets up to win. He wins the champion.
Crambo is next. Botox Has is there. West Balboa and Champ all trying to challenge. This is the second last. Dashel Drasher and Blue King Daru together. Crambo right in behind them. Paisley Park trying to get into it as well. This quartet to Champ and Botox Has. Here's Paisley Park on the left now to throw down the challenge. Crambo and the Reds come to join him. Dashel Drasher between the pair. The three at the final flight together. Crambo nearest to us. Paisley Park furthest from us. Dashel Drasher between them. Into the closing stages. Paisley Park in the blue, throwing down the challenge to Crambo. They run towards the line. Paisley Park and Crambo, they're absolutely together. Crambo and Paisley Park, the judge will have to separate them. Dashel Drash in third, then Champ, Blue King Daru and Botox Has.